momentum belongs with Boston now. How does Indiana react? I mean, they had to feel like, not that they had the game won, but they were headed toward victory, and now it's going to be 5 more minutes at least.
They really bogged down at the offensive end, and they couldn't convert there on the corner 3 by Toppin. Here's Jaylen Brown, guarded by McConnell, and he dribbles it out of bounds off of his foot. An unforced error. McConnell, the primary ball handler here. Mathurin with the cut. Back out to Halliburton. Guarded by White with 13 on the clock. Halliburton over Queta. Tough shot. Tyrese Halliburton has shown up.
And he loves that step back when he gets a mismatch with a bigger player on him. Rather than blowing by to get to the rim, he'll step back and take that perimeter jumper.
Tatum from the same spot where he tied the game from. Halliburton with the rebound. And he gives it up to McConnell. Bounce pass, Siakam in the paint. One more. Mathurin lines up the seams on the ball and couldn't knock it down. Loose ball out of bounds. He's had a brilliant second half for the Pacers. Mathurin has 28 in the ball game. Most of them coming in the second half. Here's Tatum off the screen. Another deep 3. Queta kept it alive. Tipped it to Brown, who drew the foul on the putback.
But went with Tillman and Queta at the same time.
Brown goes over to Queta, kept it alive, but it comes off to Siakam. A squandered opportunity there by Boston. And Halliburton into the front court. He's been off the ball a lot in the last few possessions. Gives it up to Mathurin. Halliburton against Queta. Siakam pulls the deep 3, and Queta clears.
The first time he'd really touched it in a while with an opportunity to shoot it.
Siakam has 23. Here's White. Tatum with the screen. They get the switch. Tatum with the mismatch. Now they double him. White. They put the Pacers in rotation, and McConnell is just a second too late.
You double Boston, and they're going to pass out of it and get an open 3. That's exactly what they did right there. McConnell had a lot of ground to cover on that closeout, just couldn't get there.
Mathurin from deep comes off to Toppin. At 1:27, 2.5 minutes to go here in overtime. Into the corner, McConnell. Shot clock at 3. McConnell retrieves it. Inside, Siakam fouled. In a rather quiet second half compared to his first. Doesn't appear as if he's gotten as many touches, Jay. I think you alluded to it a little bit earlier in the second half. Here's White bringing it across.
Siakam guarding Jason Tatum. They try to use his length. Now the switch.
Halliburton on Tatum. 11 on the shot clock. Rips through, touches the paint, and draws the foul.
He told us before the game, like he's continuing to learn because he's facing different defenses all the time.
Knocks down the second of 2. Tied at 128. Hey, remember when people said they should split up Tatum and Brown? Whatever happened to those?
Well, maybe the bankers think they should, but that's about it.
No separate second apron talk tonight. TJ misses that one. Back out to Halliburton. Pritchard on McConnell. On the baseline, 5 on the shot clock. Sprays it out to Mathurin. Baseline drive, and the reverse. Mathurin puts the Pacers up by a bucket.
Well, he just blew by Queta along the baseline. And a great play by McConnell to get him the ball.
Season high 30 for Mathurin. Tatum sets the screen. They get the switch. Tatum for 3. Halfway down and out. Here's Brown with the extra possession for the tie. They'll get another opportunity. Queta out to Pritchard. Got Halliburton in the air and drew the foul.
And the champs have taken advantage of it.
Pritchard at the free throw line. Perfect on the season from the stripe coming into the season. And knocks down the first.
When he hits the rim, it's probably counted as a miss.
signed a nice contract recently with the Celtics. They've got their core locked up, and he knocks the game at 1:30 with 69 seconds to play. Both teams with a couple of timeouts remaining. Boston with a foul to give. McConnell off the double stagger. Toppin for the lead. Brown with the defensive board. And White will walk it across. Mazzulla makes the call. Halliburton on White. At guard screening action. White turns the corner. Got to the rim, and that's going to be goaltending. 39.7 to go. Boston up by a bucket. Halliburton to trigger. Goes into Siakam, working against Brown in the mid-post. Got to his spot. Knocks it down and ties the game.
You've got multiple shooters on the floor, Sam Hauser and Pritchard. So you overhelp, you're giving up a three.
Step back three, Tatum. Tipped up, no good. Rebounded by Shepherd. Tied up. Did we get a jump ball first or a timeout? I mean, he had nowhere to go.
They're grabbing shoulders and arms before they ever got the ball.
27.3 to play.
And Rick Carlin not happy.
Important tip here. And Siakam out to Mathurin. 5-second difference between the shot and game clock. Carlisle calls out the play from the sidelines. White on Halliburton. Siakam with the ghost screen. Brown switches on to Halliburton. Siakam for the lead. Pacers lead. Here's Brown for the tie. That's going to be off. And the Pacers are 3.2 seconds away from the victory.
What a response by Indiana in overtime. All the momentum was with the reigning champions.
And there's the old okey doke. Tyrese Halliburton getting a little help